place like a road. Could you see it all pass by? And it passes with a sigh. No place for a homebound soul. Never let my roots get.
So Sarah, what's happening?
I'm fine.
I think I'm starting to go into labor.
Yeah.
I feel really emotional.
Well, yeah.
Big moment.
Hello.
But I'm having contractions, I think. I don't know, it feels really surreal. But I'm really happy all our family's here. I don't want to leave.
No.
That's how I feel.
And life's a funny thing, yeah, when you have to go sing. Lay your guts on the line, and your woman is crying. I can only wait so long. And since we're getting to the truth, I don't want to spend my youth with the phone and a photograph. So bring your cell phone home and remind me with a kiss why we put up with this. Let's make love and laugh. And life's a funny thing, yeah, when you have to go sing. Lay your guts on the line, and your woman is crying.
God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do. May you build a ladder to the stars, climb on every rung. May you stay forever. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. May you stay forever young.
Too busy for your age.
Proud. I used to pass the school.
That's a good job.
Yeah.
And she looks like, yeah.
Alright, well thank you guys so much for being here.
It's a compliment.
You'll be young forever. It's a good deal.
We're gonna have dinner and hang out and then later we'll
What's your beer with? You just watched it.
There's Auntie Bonnie.
Is a room in the corner over there?
For being here, this is really meaningful. Hopefully you guys all stay cool. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of you have a program, and we'll follow it as best we can. And I'm really excited to be leading this. I worked as a chaplain actually in McAllister, and used to have thoughts about being a rabbi, so it's kind of fun to go back into that role for today. So we're going to start on page 1. And I thought maybe all of us could read this together. It's called On Children. Okay. So Khalil Gibran is a 19th century Lebanese philosopher. And my mom gave me his book many years ago, and this was one of my favorite poems to do.
Where's the pacifier when you need it? Oh, nice.
So your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children, as living arrows, are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand for gladness. For even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable.
There's someone crying.
So the next prayer, and hopefully this will calm her down, is the Shechianu, which is the prayer that thanks God for bringing us to this moment. I'll read it in English first. So Shechianu is the first prayer on this page. And in English it says, Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has given us life, sustained us, and brought us to this moment. So we're so thankful to be in this moment today. This is a tune by Debbie Friedman, and we'll start singing it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'echianu v'kivanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
God bless you and watch over you. May the light of God's face shine on you and be gracious unto you. May God smile upon you and bless you with peace.
יברך אותך Adonai v'yishmerecha, v'er Adonai panav elecha v'yifunecha, v'yaseh Adonai panav elecha, v'yaseh lecha shalom.
Amen.
So this is kind of the Bobby, do you want to try this?
Break. Yeah, you got a magic.
Bobby's got a magic. This is actually kind of the center of the baby naming. It's called the Mishavera. And this is what the main blessing. So Chris and I will do the English together.
May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless this child with life and health. May we have the privilege of raising her, educating her, and encouraging her to attain wisdom. As Shosh grows into adulthood, may she bring joy to her family, honor to her community, blessing to humanity, and be faithful in serving God.
Amen.
Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, kayem et hayalda hazot le'imotei, vayikre shema b'Yisrael, Shoshana liba bat Chaim b'Svia, tishma horata b'vita hayikra, v'yitgel ima b'pri v'tina, zot hakitana gedola tehiyah, kashem shenichase lebrit, ken tekanes leTorah lechufa le'umasim tovim. Our God and God of our ancestors, sustain this child and let her be known as Shoshana Lu, daughter of Christopher and Sarah. May her name be a source of joy to her and inspire her to serve our people and all humankind. May we rejoice in her growth of body and soul. May we, with wisdom and patience, lead her to the study of the Torah, to a life of good deeds, seeking truth and ways of peace. Amen.
Amen.
All right, so this next kind of portion is a little bit of readings from family and from friends. We'll start with Melissa. Auntie.
Right. I'm reading a poem by Benjamin Raymond. It's called Angels of Love, Life, and Hope. I spent 30 minutes looking on Google, and this is the first one I found. So it's got to be the chosen one. When we are born, God sends His angels to go and visit us. As they stand near us, our eyelids lie closed. When our mother holds us in her arms, the supernatural beings sit and smile. For they can see what will be ahead of us in our lives. They see the adversity, but they only notice the happiness and the triumph. The angels think for a minute, and then the angel of hope says to the baby, Shoshana Lu, that's not in the poem, you will need to work hard in the many years ahead. Your dreams will not be easily achieved. Your goals will not be effortlessly reached. There will be tears shed in tough times. But there will also be tears when there is joy. Do not be afraid of achieving, and do not let fear pull you down. On some days when you are growing up, you will feel as though you do not want to carry on. But these days will not last long, for darkness only appears when the light returns. On those days, you will need to work extra hard and smile, even when there's no reason to smile. For society appreciates people more than when they have a happy face. Then the angel of light says, days may go as fast as the speed of light, but they also may go as slow as a snail trying to reach its faraway destination. You must learn to love both these days, the progressive ones and the rapid ones, for the slow days are the ones on which you will grow and learn. And on the fast days you will enjoy life, but you will not spiritually gain anything. Then the angel of love says, you will inevitably fall in love. And sometimes there will be rainbows beneath the valleys, and other times there will be storms beneath the clouds. There will be times when you agree with your partner, but also times when you will disagree. Cherish both of these times, as they both persist in the cycle of love. You will meet people like and unlike yourself. You will laugh with them and cry with them too. Time will seem to go quickly when spent with them. These people will care for you and love you. Always remember that the sun will rise at dawn and that each day is a new day. And as long as the sun wakes you up in the morning, you must continue to have faith and hope. And with that last thought, the angels wave goodbye and disappear into thin air, and the baby opens its eyelids, ready to begin its lifelong journey.
Nice.
All right, so for those of you that don't know, this is Papa. Papa is Grandpa Don, Chris's dad, and we're very excited to have them sing. So actually, some of the lyrics.
And then it'll get bigger. Well, this is a song I don't know.
Videotape pretty
Don
soon.
McLean, remember the guy, American Pie and all that?
Yeah.
I got
Well, I don't
13
know how
minutes
big a hit
left.
this was, but I heard it on the radio and I was enchanted with
No,
it.
12.
Just sort of forgot about it for many, many years, and then this occasion, this is the one. Wonderful baby, living in love. Sandman says maybe he'll take you above. Up where the girls fly on ribbons and bows, where babies float by, just counting their toes. Wonderful baby, living on love. The Sandman says maybe he'll take you above. Up where the girls fly on ribbons and bows, where babies float by, just counting their toes. Wonderful baby, I'll watch while you grow. If I knew the future, you'd be first to know. But I don't know nothing of what life's about. So you true to yourself, you'll never find out. Our wonderful baby, nothing to fear. Love whom you will, but doubt what you hear. They'll whisper sweet things and make you untrue. So be good to yourself, that's all you can do. La da da dee, la da 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 da. La da 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 da. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Beautiful song.
Beautifully done.
Thank you, Papa.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. McLean, wherever you are.
So now Bubby Mitchie has a little something. She's going to stay holding Shoshi.
Alright. I was inspired just a few minutes ago or before you guys came when I was up with Sarah and she was feeding her. And Dear Shoshi Lu, what a miracle you are, the creation of new life. It seems like it was just yesterday that Zadie Berry and I welcomed your mom into our lives and forever into our hearts. May God grace you with good health, joy, and peace. May your parents be guided by wisdom and strength. May the bonds of our two families that you have joined together also bring you strength. May you be and become the best of who you are meant to be, and may God be with you always.
Amen.
Good job.
Charlie bit thing.
I have a little speech somewhere. Oh my gosh, okay. Never know.
Got 9 minutes though.
Okay. August 30th, 2010. The first day of our new lives. Shoshana Lou Castino was born at 5:59 a.m. Shoshana Lou. Your dad and I spent almost every day we had at the hospital trying to come up with your name. We felt a very big weight on our shoulders, and as many of you know, we were worried we would be late and leave the hospital without your name. We asked a lot of people for advice, started calling you all different kinds of names, and even went online to consult the Oracle and the Chinese I Ching. True to your dad and I's personality, it was not until the last hour on the last day of the hospital on the third day that the birth certificate lady came by and we decided on your name. Shoshana, your name came to us many years ago, maybe close to 10 years ago. We were at a fair and decided it would be fun to go into one of those crazy photo booths where they morph two people's pictures and tell you what your future kid might look like. Well, our digital baby came out pretty funny looking, with blonde hair and strange features of the two of us, but we got such a kick out of it we named her Shoshana. 10 years later in a hospital at St. Joe's, the name came back and we knew it was yours. Castino, your last name. There is no doubt to anyone in this room that you are already a Castino. If not more, Watson, which is Grandma Kathy's maiden name. Your strawberry blonde hair, pale pink skin, and pitch-perfect cry are all signs of this thing. You're as beautiful as Grandma and as chill as Papa, or Grandpa. Also important, you have your dad's hair, skin, and sweet demeanor. Your middle name is lovingly in honor of your dear Bubby Lulu, your great-grandmother. Bubby Lulu, this baby is named for you, and we hope that so many of the characteristics you exhibit will be given to our Shoshana Lou through this name. Your humility, doing good deeds without the knowledge or approval of others, kindness to every single person you meet, your neighbors, the folks at synagogue, anyone that crosses your path, even the owner at True Tie, is a sign of your kindness. Shoshana, as some of you know, means rose in Hebrew. Unbeknownst to us, it has so many connections to people we adore and love, and places and things that are relevant to you. First Rose, my great-grandmother, Bubby Ruffle, known in English as Rose Viddock, was a pillar of my father's family.
He's over here.
Your father's here. I hope.
She was a very special woman in my life, and we pray that you follow in her footsteps. Some of the words I would use to describe Bubby Ruffle: Earth Mother, headstrong, determined, and whose love for her family kept her going and made her strong. She gardened for much of her food, held her babies, grandbabies, and great-grandbabies close, and took with her from the old country a strong work ethic and the best sense of humor. We pray that you follow in the footsteps of her also through this name. Names are a significant thing, and we are still working out your nicknames. We have called you everything from Lulu, Rosie, Shosh, Shoshi, Shoshi Lou, Shosh Monster, Punchy Rodriguez.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Smushy, Smush Face. Cole Aiden named her Sushi the other day. We'll just have to wait and see which one sticks. Right now, we'd like to introduce you to some important people that have helped us and will continue to help us to nurture and love you the best we can. So, Shoshana. First, your dear Grandma Kathy and Papa. That's Grandpa Don. Not only are you the luckiest girl in the world to call them your grandparents, but I am the luckiest girl in the world to have these two wonderful people in my life. Your grandma is graceful and strong and will rock with you for hours in their new condo. And I'm sure your Papa, kind and open, will sing to you for hours. You're so lucky to have these two in your lives, and I promise they will teach you so much about the world, music, laughter, and most important, love. Your Bubby Midgie and Zadie Berry have toiled and troubled to help us build you a safe home. Hours at the house painting, building shelves, getting washers and dryers up the stairs, and giving us unconditional love and support. You're so lucky to have these two in your lives, and I promise they will teach you so much about friendship, faith, family, and most important, love. Your aunts and uncles. Auntie M or Melissa, Uncle Jim,
He's here somewhere.
Auntie Shira, Uncle Danny, Auntie Rachel, Uncle Tim. Could not be more excited to meet you and love you. Your cousins Cole Aiden Goldman, Rachel Eleanor Reed, and Zev Moses Goldman cannot wait to play and cuddle you. We'd also like to introduce you to your godfather, Mr. Norman Goldman.
He's right behind you.
We know without a doubt that with his support we can help make your life a more full, grounded, and joyful one. Last but not least, we'd like to introduce you to all your friends and family around you, who we know will continue to support and love you on your journey. It's our pleasure and honor today to give you your name, not which we are giving to you, but both of us feel has been given to you through us, with all this love, story, and history. May you be like your great-grandparents, grandparents, family, and friends. But most importantly, may you be just like you, whatever that may be. May you be as wild and crazy, or quiet and peaceful. God grant your dad and I strength to help show you direction, but not pull you in directions. To make your life the fullest and most meaningful it can be. To be the patient, loving, and good parent, and help guide you through this journey called life as best we can. And I think Shoshi's dad has a prayer for you.
May God make you a good mother and
may He send a husband who will care for you.
May the Lord protect and defend.
May the Lord protect and defend.
May the Lord preserve you from pain.
May the Lord preserve you from pain.
Favor her, O Lord, with happiness and peace. Oh, hear our Sabbath prayer. I thought you were going to sing with us.
We didn't have the words.
We've never heard that song before.
I had one piece of paper you could all share. Would have been a piece of cake. Cake?
So, I would love for the grandparents from where they're sitting, the great-grandparents, the aunts and uncles, the great-aunts and uncles, Auntie Ruth and Uncle Irv. Great, help me out, yeah.
Well,
Auntie Fernand, Uncle Real, great aunt and uncle. So we under grandparents, so we're all included in that. So if those people that are kind of in that great and grand category can read together with both Bubby and Bappa and Zadie and Grandma and Lulu and everyone. So our God
And God of our generations, we are grateful for new beginnings, for the bond of new life that links one generation to another. Thankful for the blessings of family, for the love and care that brings meaning and happiness to our lives. I rejoice with my children at the birth of their child, our grandchild.
So the next song is Hine Matobu Manayim. Hopefully you guys all know it. And the translation is, Behold how good and how pleasant it is that brothers and sisters dwell together in unity. Hine Matobu
Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad Hine Matobu Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad Shevet
Chris prepares. And any of you that want to give blessings or thoughts to Shoshi today on her baby naming are welcome to speak.
I just have to say something. I think this last song that we sang, behold how good it is and how pleasant that brothers and sisters dwell together in unity and in peace. And my prayer is that behold how good it is for families of different backgrounds grow together in unity and peace. And I wish you all the happiness I feel. And my little Shoshi Lou, I'm gonna have so much fun with you. She's the only one here. And I welcome all of our members, and thank God we're one beautiful family.
I said, sure, Shira, my sister.
And Danny's brother. Well, this is the first time I know what it's like to be on the other side of aunthood with a sister, and it's the most incredible feeling. I had no idea why everyone said how great it was to be an aunt. Shoshi, I just want to say welcome to the next generation. I'm so excited to have you as my little niece, and I can't wait to just see you grow up, and I wish you, well, before that, I just want to say you are really lucky to be born into a really wonderful family, two really sincerely beautiful people as parents, Sarah and Chris. Chris, I've known you now for like a third of my life.
Wow.
And I think, Shoshi, you're blessed, and it's going to be a good ride for you in health and peace.
Yeah, no, I just want to say that Sarah and Chris, we just feel very blessed to have you in our lives, and we love you very much, and we're just so excited to be very spoiling aunt and uncle to your little baby girl. We can't wait to see her grow up, and we know you're going to be amazing parents. We're very happy for her to be parents.
Your material is really good. Is your dad funny or what?
Oh, that's great.
I want this kid in all my life. Yeah, I know.
This will last for a while, so just put him off with it.
Hey, how do you get him to stop?
Does anyone else want to say anything? And no pressure.
Blessings on your head, and if this event is any indication of Shoshi's new life, she's just going to have a wonderful, blessed time.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, and I was just speaking on behalf of Rachel because she's asking me because she's verklempt.
She's verklempt.
That we're expecting a baby, and it's just so. I know you two will serve as great models, and it'll be wonderful to see her, although from afar. But now with Skype, it's wonderful to see her growing. So it'll be a nice model. We wish you the best.
I'd like to say something, and it has to do. I would like to say something, and it has to do with Shoshi's heritage and her name. How wonderful that the choices were Castino, which is a wonderful family that we have been blessed to. I think you said earlier, someone said earlier, our paths have crossed. And not only have they crossed, but they've intermingled. So I am very pleased that that's what her name is. Bobby Lulu, I mean, I couldn't ask to have my grandchild have a better name than Bobby Lulu.
because Bobby Lulu and Zadie Leon helped teach me how to be a parent. I'm hoping that what we taught you and have helped provide it for you will help you be good parents. And last but not least, Bobby Russell Rose, Shoshana. Bobby Russell was a major influence in my life, a major influence I know in Sarah's life. And I've been thinking over the last couple of weeks since she's been born, you know, Bobby Russell, I mean, I envision her, I have these little memory snippets of her cleaning fish in the basement and lifting her arm while she's cooking in grease and the arm still being down here. You know, of her bending over as you tried to do work in your yard, and her bending over at the knees without bending her knees, at the waist, I'm sorry, without bending her knees, and just all the things. But then really what came crushing forward for me was Bobby's generosity. And if there's a lesson that I learned in my life, is always try to be generous towards your children and grandchildren. And I can remember in July coming to my Bobby's house, who worked at Great Northern Manufacturing Company, and she was a seamstress who would sew parkas. And in July I would come over to her house and she would have bought the factory seconds, and we, come on, Bear Chick, put it on. I had to put it on, zip it up, I had to zip it up, put on the hood, Bear Chick. And you had to put on the hood and tie it. This was in July. And then, you know, go outside, see if it's warm. You know, just that type of remembrance of my Bobby. My Bobby was not a person of means, but she was wealthy with her 10 million. Remember? I would always talk about her 10 million that she had, and that was her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So I am honored that you have given Shoshi all of those three names, because they're all important people. Thank you.
Special call.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
I wanted to do this song that Danny and Shira asked me to play for your wedding. And it's, you know, it's a beautiful song, and it reminds us all what's important and good. But I think it's just, I think Shira or Rachel was saying that it's just, you were telling me it is kind of for a baby with so much in front of them. So it's a Bob Dylan tune. If you guys have lyrics.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do. May you build a ladder to the stars, climb on whenever wrong. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. May you
well, thank you guys so much for being here for Shoshana Lou's baby naming and sharing with us. We'll see you for the next 18 years. We're gonna have dinner and hang out, and then later we might do a Havdalah at Danny Goldman's gonna lead. So thank you guys so much. On behalf of
Feel free to help yourselves.